Have you ever wondered if a woman truly cares about you? Not just likes you, not just enjoys talking to you, but genuinely cares about your happiness, your well being, and your place in her life. The truth is, many women don't always express their feelings with grand speeches or dramatic gestures. Instead, they show their love and care through small actions that are easy to overlook. And sometimes the very things you take for granted are actually the biggest signs that you matter deeply to her. That's why in this video, we're going to talk about some powerful signs that a woman cares more than you think. Pay close attention because if she's doing these things, her feelings for you may be much stronger than you realize. Let's begin. Number one, she remembers the little things. A woman who genuinely cares pays attention. She remembers your favorite food. She remembers stories you've told her weeks or even months ago. She remembers important dates, your goals, your fears, and even random details that most people would forget. Why? Because when someone matters to us, we naturally pay attention to them. Think about it. People rarely remember details about people they don't care about. But when a woman remembers things you've casually mentioned, it means she listens when you speak. It means your words matter to her. Maybe you once mentioned that you had an important meeting coming up. A few days later, she asks how it went. Maybe you told her about a problem you're facing. Weeks later, she checks to see if things have improved. These actions may seem small, but they reveal something important. They show emotional investment, and emotional investment is one of the strongest indicators of genuine care because caring isn't always about saying, I love you. Sometimes it's simply remembering what matters to you because you matter to her. And that's a powerful sign that her feelings run deeper than you think. Now let's move on to the next sign. Number two, she checks on you without needing a reason. One of the clearest signs that a woman cares about you is when she reaches out simply because you crossed her mind, not because she needs a favor, not because she wants something from you, and not because she's bored. She checks on you because she genuinely wants to know how you're doing. Sometimes it may be a simple message. How was your day? Did you get home safely? How are you feeling today? These questions may sound ordinary, but when someone asks them consistently, they mean a lot more than you think. They show concern, they show interest, and most importantly, they show that your well being matters to her. Think about it. People make time for what matters to them. And when a woman regularly checks on you, she's making room for you in her thoughts, even during a busy day. She wants to know if you're okay. She wants to know how things are going. She wants to stay connected. What makes this even more special is that she often notices when something feels off. You may tell everyone that you're fine, you may smile and act normal, but somehow she senses that something is wrong. She notices the change in your voice. She notices when you're unusually quiet. She notices when your energy feels different. And instead of ignoring it, she asks questions. Are you okay? Is something bothering you? Do you want to talk about it? That kind of attention comes from emotional connection. A woman who cares wants to celebrate your good days and support you through the difficult ones. Because people don't consistently worry about someone they don't care about. If she keeps checking on you, even when she doesn't need anything from you, there's a good chance you matter to her far more than you realize. Now, let's move on to the next sign. Number three, she makes time for you even when life is busy. One of the clearest signs that a woman cares about you is the effort she makes to stay connected, even when she has a lot going on. Let's be honest, everyone is busy. People have work, responsibilities, family, stress, and personal goals all competing for attention every day. But one truth remains: people make time for what matters to them. And when a woman genuinely cares, she finds ways to keep you in her life, even in small ways. She may not always have long conversations with you, but she will still reach out. She'll send a message during her day. She'll check in when she gets a break. She'll call or text when she has a free moment. And she'll try to stay connected whenever she can, because effort is what shows interest. When someone values a connection, they don't ignore it and they maintain it. They invest in it. Think about the times she replied, even when she was busy. Think about the times she reached out first to check on you. Think about moments she made space for you, even when she was tired. Those actions may look small, but they carry meaning. They show that you're not just an option in her life. You're someone she thinks about, and that matters because real care is not always about big gestures. It is about consistency. It is about showing up in small ways over time. A woman who cares wants to stay emotionally connected to you. She wants to know how your day is going. She wants to share small moments with you. When she enjoys your presence, time with you doesn't feel like pressure. It feels natural. Even a short conversation can brighten her mood. Even a quick message can make her feel closer to you. That is emotional connection. It creates closeness, not distance. So if she keeps making time for you despite everything going on in her life, don't ignore it. That consistency often means you matter more than you realize. Now let's move on to the next sign, number four. She remembers the little details about you. One of the clearest signs that a woman cares about you is not always in big actions, but in the small details she remembers without effort. Think about it. When someone is important to you, your mind naturally holds on to things about them. And when a woman truly cares, she pays attention to what you say, even when you think it is not important. She remembers your favorite food. She remembers your dislikes. She remembers small things you told her in passing. She remembers your goals, worries, and things you may have forgotten you mentioned. Later, she brings them up naturally in conversation. Maybe you mentioned a stressful day, and she later asks how it went. Maybe you shared a goal, and she checks if you've done it. Maybe you casually said something you like, and she remembers it later. These are not random actions, they show attention. And attention is a strong sign of emotional interest because people don't store details about those they don't care about. They forget them easily. But when someone matters, even small things stay in their mind. A woman who cares listens differently. She doesn't only hear your words, she pays attention to your tone and mood. Over time, she builds a mental picture of you and what matters in your life. That is why she can notice when something is wrong, even if you don't say it. She can tell when your energy changes. She can sense when something feels off. And she may ask, "Are you okay? You seem different today. What's wrong? Did something happen?" That awareness does not come from surface interest. It comes from emotional connection because when someone truly cares, they don't just engage with you in the moment, they remember you beyond the moment. So if she keeps remembering small details and brings them up naturally, don't ignore it. It is a clear sign that you matter more to her than you realize. Now let's move to the next sign. Number five, she supports your goals and believes in you. One of the clearest signs that a woman truly cares about you is how she responds to your dreams and ambitions. A woman who doesn't care will often show little interest, doubt your plans, or stay emotionally distant when you talk about your future. But a woman who genuinely cares becomes your supporter. She listens when you talk about your goals. She asks about your progress. She encourages you when you feel unsure, and she reminds you of your potential when you start doubting yourself. because she is emotionally invested in your growth. She wants to see you succeed. Think about it. When you share your dreams with her, she doesn't dismiss them or make you feel small. Instead, she pays attention. She may say things like, I believe you can do it. You should go for it. I'm proud of you already. These words may seem simple, but they matter because real support is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet encouragement when you feel like giving up. A woman who cares doesn't only focus on your present, she believes in your future. She wants to see you grow into the person you talk about becoming. And when you face challenges, she doesn't withdraw or discourage you. Instead, she lifts you up. She reminds you why you started. She helps you stay focused when things get hard because your success matters to her emotionally, and that is a strong sign of connection. Also, notice this: she doesn't compete with your dreams, she doesn't make you feel guilty for wanting more. Instead, she supports your journey, even if she is not directly involved in it. She celebrates your small wins, she notices your effort, and she feels happy when you improve, even in small ways. So, if she supports your goals, encourages your growth, and believes in your future, don't ignore it. It is one of the strongest signs that she genuinely cares about you more than she says. Now, let's move on to the next sign. Number six, she gets emotionally affected by your mood. One of the clear signs that a woman cares about you is how much your mood affects her. When someone is emotionally connected to you, they don't just notice your happiness or sadness, they feel it in a deeper way. A woman who cares will often react to your emotional state without you saying much. If you are happy, she becomes happier. If you are excited, she matches your energy. And if you are quiet or distant, she immediately notices something has changed. She may ask questions like, are you okay? You seem different today. What's wrong? Did something happen? Hmm? Because your emotional state matters to her. She doesn't just interact with you on a surface level. She is emotionally tuned into you. And that is not something everyone does. A woman who doesn't care may ignore your mood changes or assume everything is fine. But a woman who cares pays attention to even small shifts in your behavior. She can notice when your replies are shorter than usual. She can sense when your tone feels different. She can feel when your energy is not the same as before. And instead of ignoring it, she responds. Sometimes she comforts you. Sometimes she tries to cheer you up. Sometimes she simply stays close so you don't feel alone because she doesn't like seeing you low. Your emotional well being affects her too. That is what emotional connection looks like. It is not just about talking, it is about feeling each other's presence, even from a distance. So if she consistently reacts to your mood, checks on your emotional state, and tries to lift your spirits when you're down, don't overlook it. It is a strong sign that you matter to her more than you realize. Now let's move on to the final sign. Number seven, she stays consistent even when things are not perfect. One of the strongest signs that a woman truly cares about you is consistency. Not just how she acts when everything is going well, but how she shows up over time. A woman who doesn't care will often be hot and cold. She may be very present one day, then distant the next. She may show interest when it is convenient, then disappear when things feel normal or slightly difficult. But a woman who genuinely cares is steady. She stays in touch. She checks on you regularly. She doesn't only appear when she needs something or when she is in the mood. She shows up consistently, even in small ways, because consistency shows emotional investment. Think about it. It's when someone matters to you, you don't forget them for days without reason. You don't randomly disconnect without care. You find ways to stay present in their life, even in simple ways like a message, a call, or a quick check in. A woman who cares does the same, even when she is busy, even when life is stressful, even when things are not perfect between you, she still finds a way to stay connected. And when there is a misunderstanding or small conflict, she doesn't just disappear. She tries to fix things. She communicates. She comes back when things cool down because she values the connection more than temporary distance. That consistency is very important because feelings that are real don't just show up sometimes, they show up repeatedly over time. So if she has been steady with you, if she keeps showing up, keeps checking on you, and keeps staying emotionally present, don't take it lightly. It is one of the clearest signs that you matter more to her than you think. Now, if you notice all seven signs in your relationship, then you are dealing with someone who truly cares about you more than she may even say out loud. Sometimes love is not loud. Sometimes it is shown through consistency, attention, and effort. And now you know what to look for. So take a moment and reflect. Sometimes the people who care about us don't always say it directly. They show it in how they behave, how they respond, and how they stay connected. And if you have someone like that in your life, don't overlook it because real care is not always loud. It is shown through consistency, attention, and effort. If you enjoyed this video, take a second to like, share, and subscribe for more relationship insights. And tell me in the comments which of these signs surprised you the most.